directed the murder of U.S.-based journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The State Department also says the Saudi government is responsible for executing nonviolent offenders and for torture. President Trump has not punished senior Saudi leaders. Would you?
Yes, and I said it at the time. Khashoggi was, in fact, murdered and dismembered, and I believe in the order of the Crown Prince. And I would make it very clear, we were not going to, in fact, sell more weapons to them. We were going to, in fact, make them pay the price and make them, in fact, the pariah that they are. There's very little social redeeming value in the present government in Saudi Arabia. And I would also, as pointed out, I would end the subsidies that we have, end the sale of material to the Saudis, who they're going in and murdering children and they're murdering innocent people. And so they have to be held accountable. And with regard to China, we should look, unless we make it clear that we stand for human rights, we should be going to the United Nations seeking condemnation of China, what they're doing with 1 million Uyghurs that are.
We should seek condemnation, guys. Do you know what they're doing over there? Do you know what they're doing, guys? Well, I know what we're doing. Free thinking, open-mindedness, innovation, and of course, joining the fight, guys. We're going to be www.TommyNationPolitics, Facebook.com/TommyNationPolitics, live streaming to you with my co-host, Jamar Jabari. What's up, Jamar? We're starting the show, guys. Get free thinking, innovative, totally open-minded.
You're traveling through a dimension not only of sight and sound, but mind, a journey into a wondrous land. There's a fifth dimension.
Director Wray, does the FBI have confidential human sources? Did the FBI have confidential human sources embedded?
You're traveling through a dimension not only of sight and sound, but mind, a journey into a wondrous land. There's a fifth dimension.
Director Wray, does the FBI have confidential human sources? Did the FBI have confidential human sources embedded within the January 6th protesters on January 6th of 2021?
Well, Congressman, as I'm sure you can appreciate, I have to be very careful about what I can say.
Hey guys,
even now, because that's what you told us 2 years ago.
How's everyone doing today?
May I finish? About when we do and do not, and where we have and have not used confidential human sources. But to the extent that there's a suggestion, for example, that the FBI's confidential human sources or FBI employees in some way instigated or orchestrated January 6th, that's categorically false.
Did you have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters inside the Capitol on January the 6th prior to the doors being open?
Again, I had to be very careful.
It should be a no. Can you not tell the American people no? We did not have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters positioned inside the Capitol.
Gentleman's time has expired.
You should not read anything into my decision not to share information.
Director Wray,
confidential human.
gentleman's time has expired.
Free thinking, innovative, totally open-minded.
Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them wanna get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Sweet dreams are seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. You can be fine. Some of them, sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Everybody's looking for something. Maybe useful, beautiful something. Everybody's looking for something.
What would define your campaign? Standing up to the billionaire class.
Tommy Nation Politics.
50% of our people who are living paycheck to paycheck. Half of our people in this country, all living paycheck to paycheck.
Like people having health care and not killing the planet. And the more those demographic groups move away from the party, the easier it is to keep the establishment firmly in place.
Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today?
We're moving forward at a pace that was unimaginable just a short time ago, and we are never, ever going back.
Bienvenidos, and thank you to everyone here today endeavoring towards a better, more just future for our country and our world. In fidelity and gratitude to a mass people's movement working to establish 21st century social, economic, and human rights, including guaranteed health care, higher education, living wages, and labor rights for all people.
Better education. Better education, a living wage, legalizing of marijuana, all these things, guys, are sweet dreams. They're sweet dreams. And it's good to have dreams, but they've become delusions. As I told my, I explained, we talked about Jamar Khashoggi, guys, up front, the first video. That was the Democratic nominee Joe Biden's position on Jamal Khashoggi. The Saudis should be pariahs. The Saudis should be pariahs, and we should not trade with them. We should sanction them. But guys, it seems the Biden administration has made a heel turn.
Major turnaround for the Biden administration, now saying that Saudi Arabia's crown prince should be shielded from lawsuits over his role in the killing of a U.S.-based journalist. Now, as a candidate, Biden denounced Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman over the killings. This all happening through a motion filed by the U.S. in a federal lawsuit brought about by the fiance of that killed journalist, Jamal Khashoggi. Saudi officials killed him in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in 2018.
So, Jamar, you on here? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I am. I am present.
Welcome back to Tommy Nation Politics. I know we took a break.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, it feels good to be back.
I'm glad. So, what are your thoughts on this whole delusion of a dream that I guess the liberals keep wanting to reinforce that Biden's going to do something left wing? What are your thoughts on this Biden administration thus far?
Well, my question is, what has he have? He's been in office for almost 2 years now. What has he actually has been successful with? We're literally living in a time where the Supreme Court literally just took abortion rights away, and it's a right wing Supreme Court. I'm pro abolish the Supreme Court because they're not a voted in entity, but all these failures that he has just try to breeze by. He tried to help with the scholarship and the student debt. What happened there? The courts are blocking him on that. First of all, you give a petty 10 grand as if that solves everyone's problems. And there's also other stipulations on that. Let's go even more further. Giving all this money to Ukraine and then acting like there's no other money for anything else, like personal in our country. Screwing over workers, the big part, which is part of my side in the back. What has Joe Biden actually been successful for? And honestly, I do feel bad for Ukraine in a way because those billions of dollars, those are loans, and they're going to learn what it's like to deal with a white country that has IMF, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you got to pay it back. Africa already knows what that's about. All that money you got to pay back. So it's like, where has he's been successful with? I don't know.
I'm listening to you, Jamar, and I agree with you on a lot, but two things I don't. One of them is I don't think that these are mistakes or failures. I think that this is literally on purpose. He knew that the student loans were going to be held up in court. But Nancy Pelosi famously said, while she was drunk on the fucking House floor, she said, he can delay, he can postpone, but he cannot do student loans. I think it is something that only Congress can do. And Joe Biden lied. And I feel like he lied and said he could do it just so the midterms would happen.
But I tell you one thing where he was successful with, just to be quick. He was successful on continuing the war machine, where you see money goes into war compared to actually fixing things for our country. He was successful in showing that the police can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm going to quote him himself. It's not defund police, it's fund the police. And now you're seeing that actually this year is the most deadliest year for unarmed people. That's a new study that just came out that I read today. So the police are more deadlier. The establishment is still as powerful as they can be. Wars are still going on. He's just as successful as every other predecessor of a president that we have ever in this country. So,
speaking of other presidents,
is that your platform, liberals? Is that what you want?
Speaking of other presidents, we've got Michael Gardner that called in. He just published a book. He's going to talk to you about it. He's driving back from Savannah, Georgia. So I'm going to bring Michael in on this conversation. But I'm glad that you segued, Jamar, to the other presidents.
Yeah.
You there? You there, Michael? Michael, you there? Oh, he's lost. Wow, that would have been a great segue. Call back in, Michael.
Yo, you know who
Live
we gotta talk about soon.
Yeah, I warned Michael that I was going to do this. So this is not some gotcha. This is not. It's just that when you're a fanboy of an idiot moron like Donald Trump,
yeah,
you've got to answer for him. And so
you heard
maybe
about what
this
happened
is.
today?
I mean, what happened today, bro? Because I'm already into what happened last week. What happened today?
His firm got found on all corrupt charges.
Oh Jesus, Michael! Can you handle this? Michael, I hope you're okay, bro. Michael,
Yeah, I'm
there,
fine.
bro.
I'm fine, guys. Sorry about that. I hit a dead spot, man. I'm driving down I-95 from Savannah, Georgia, man. So it's a little bumpy there. Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, bro. How's the drive? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I got about another 2 hours left. I'm just passing Jacksonville, Florida right now. So
Jacksonville. I've had sex there.
yeah.
Hey, so that's cool. We're talking about. So we were. I'm sorry, bro. Florida is one of my favorite places to have sex with. But basically, guys, the Trumpster. So I don't know if you were hearing Jamar, but like Michael, but Jamar just said that his firm was found guilty on charges of what was the.
Let me make a correction. Yep, I have it right here. I put the NPR article in your text message. Former President Donald Trump company is found guilty of criminal tax fraud. A jury in Manhattan has found former President Donald Trump company guilty of a long-running criminal tax fraud scheme that lasts until his presidency. Though Trump and his company has repeatedly faced criminal charges investigations, this case marks the first time his company has been charged, tried, and convicted on criminal charges. So they actually found a conviction, which is very interesting.
What exactly got convicted though? Like with the judge? I don't know. So the whole company got convicted.
Entities controlled by Trump guilty on 17 counts of criminal tax fraud and falsifying business records. The maximum penalty is $1.6 million. Okay, so he's getting penalized for just.
Hey, Tommy, can I step in?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Here's my thing. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence, right? He just announced for his 2024 presidential race, right? And what a coincidence! They're finding convictions left and right. I mean, it's quite interesting. It really is. But what's really interesting is, let's go back to the Hunter Biden, right? With Elon Musk exposing all the what they're called Twitter files. How come they're pulling that up? Oh, I wonder.
I have to say that your boy, bro, Michael Levine Savage, bro. We went off, bro. I was like feeling it. I was feeling that shit hardcore. But Trump, he did talk about, and I wanted to get your insights on this, Michael. He talked about suspending the Constitution. What is that about? And he said that's not the first time he's talked about this. He's talked about it many times.
I heard that, Tommy. I heard.
have an Article 2 where I have the right to do whatever I want as president, but I don't even talk about that.
It's a thing called Article 2. Nobody ever mentions Article 2.
More importantly, Article 2 allows me to do whatever I want. Article 2 would have allowed me to fire him.
So it sounds
But
like
I wasn't going to fire. You know why? Because I watched Richard Nixon go around firing everybody, and that didn't work out too well. So very simply, Article 2 would allow me to do.
I could have done anything I wanted. I don't even bring it up because we don't even get there. Absolutely, I have Article 2. It gives me all of these rights at a level that nobody has ever seen before.
I don't know if he knows this, but Article 2 is in the Constitution.
Okay.
But, anyway.
I know.
I don't know. But anyway, Michael, you were saying, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I had to play that video.
What's that, Tommy?
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to play that video. So he
Oh
was
yeah,
talking about
yeah, I
Article
heard it.
2. Yeah. So what was your you were talking before that. So what's your take? What's your take on this? What's your insight on this? What's up with this?
It's another fucking witch hunt again. It's starting pathetic, Tommy. I mean, really, it is. I mean, one witch hunt after the next. I mean, first the fucking Mueller reports, then the PP tapes, like some kind of fucking Russian strippers were peeing on Trump in a fucking hotel in Moscow. Then they go to the it's hard to keep back. It really is. What, the Mueller to the fucking PP tapes to this to that. I mean, what's next? What are they gonna say? That Don
It is
Jr.
hard to
was
keep
walking
track.
down fucking Palm Beach fucking block with a
Yeah, but he
fucking
said it
bulletproof
though.
tape?
But he said it, Michael. He said, "I'll suspend the Constitution." He didn't say it. He wrote it. He wrote it on Truth Social. He wrote it himself. I don't know if he wrote it himself. He didn't write his own book, but he definitely. It was on his Truth Social account.
I didn't. Yeah, I followed Trump on True Social. I did not see that post. I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to.
He's talking about the lawlessness in our company. He's our company, aka the United States. He's talking about how the Twitter files came out, right? And then basically he's like, "What are we going to do? Redo the election because this is corruption, or are we going to suspend the Constitution?" That's what he
Tommy,
wrote.
are they going after Trump because Elon Musk is releasing files on Hunter Biden? Is this to try to cover up Hunter Biden's corruption with China and Russia? Is this what this is really about?
Maybe. So is that your insight on
I think
that?
it is. I think it's a feedback. You're we're gonna go after the fucking former president with all these fucking dirt sheets and this and this and this and this, which probably all bullshit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for the Democratic Party to point fingers at this point when, like, literally Elon Musk,
Exactly.
Elon Musk is like revealing their fucking horrible shit right now.
Yeah.
Like the Julian Assange, Edward Snowden survey on Twitter, 90% said that they should be pardoned. Where our American government won't even listen to us. Our American government,
Which, by the way, Julian Assange is fucking Australian. So people saying that he's a traitor, I'm like, bro, he was never an American. He was never an American in the first place.
Yeah.
But so Michael's an American, and Michael has a book. You wanted to talk about your book, Michael? What's it called again?
America's Political Warfare: Our Modern Civil War.
Our Modern Civil War. So you think we're in a civil war right now, or what's the book about? Give me a synopsis.
Oh, yeah. Well, the book is about American political warfare, of what we're seeing every single day through eruption of both the far right and the far left. And it's about political dividedness, which is also labeled modern civil warfare. Excuse me. And that's basically what I wrote about. I'm writing about a lot of key events that are happening in the last 10 different times right now, and we're seeing it every single day, Tommy. We're seeing political warfare right in front of our faces. We're seeing dividedness. We're seeing hatred. We're seeing political activists at each other, ripping each other's hairs out, workily. But I mean, literally, I'm going after each other more and more and more, and they're and they're seeing this, and they think it's okay, which it's really not. But I mean, a lot of people are crying out, "Hey, I want America back." Well, you're not going to get America back when you have idiots like this in office that are little. I mean, come on, we're grown adults. We're not children, right?
I agree on that. But like I told Jamar before he came on, I don't think any of this is by accident. I think this is all just part of their coup to take over our government and usurp the reins of it and carve for themselves from the very engines that which brought them to unjust dominion. This is like Joe Biden. He didn't want to do student loans. He saddled us with the student loans in the first place. He knew that these right-wing courts were going to take him out. This is all just a big fucking act. and they already know what's coming.
The Democrats are going after Trump with conviction shit, Tommy, because they know damn well how strong Donald Trump is becoming day after day after day. He's becoming
What
more
about
strong.
DeSantis?
What's that?
What about DeSantis?
DeSantis.
You in his state. You in his state, guy. What's going on with that? Is DeSantis actually a threat or not? That's my question.
Is he a threat to what? Donald Trump?
Yeah. Do you think that DeSantis could replace Donald Trump as being the Republican candidate for president? Oh no, where'd he go? No. This is a good conversation. Where did he go? Because Ron DeSantis definitely feels, guys, I guess I'm stuck here live by myself right now. The reason why I asked him about that is because I see a lot of Republicans that are very excited for Ron DeSantis.
Fucking
So I
sorry
wonder
about
if
that.
they're-
Yeah,
Oh, no, you're
I
fine.
hit a dead spot again, guys. Sorry, I'm going through hillbilly area of Jacksonville, Florida. So yeah, I'm sorry.
No problem. I'll reiterate my question. I was just asking, what do you think that right now, just based off of your opinion, and you live in Florida, by the way, Ron DeSantis just had a huge historic win.
Yeah.
He did absolutely phenomenal for what I'm hearing when the hurricanes happened, which is part of the reason why he had such a huge historic win. And there's talks about he might run for president. Do you think that he's actually a good challenge to a Donald Trump for the Republican ticket?
Well, there's a lot of people that support DeSantis. Give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I support DeSantis. I think he has a tremendous under his belt. He's running on a lot of great key factors. He's for secure borders. He's for legal immigration, not illegal immigration, like the Democrats want. He's for merit base. He's for proper education for our children. He's for a lot of good factors that Donald Trump. You got to remember, Jamar. Donald Trump runs on the same base, similar to DeSantis. So that's why it's going to be very, very hard to pretty much pick the bone on who the primary Republican is going to be for 2024. It's either going to be DeSantis or Trump. That's what they're going to go for. But it's going to be extremely because both Trump and DeSantis run on the very same message, man.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if the Democrats are going to try to pull a lot of, because Trump already said he's running, so they're going to already try to do the best thing they can to make his run illegitimate and stop his run. Which, by the way, people that are listening, you can run for president in prison. W.E.B. Du Bois did that, and he got 1 million votes. So it's not like it's not possible, but they are trying to do everything they can to stop him. But
also, not only Democrats,
pro that. Would he be pro that? Yeah. There you go, Tommy. That's what I'm getting to. Would Ron DeSantis be pro letting them tarnish Trump so he can have a rise, or any other Republican?
I had this conversation with one of the guys up in Savannah. I was there earlier today. I had a meeting with my publisher for my book, and we were talking a little political in one of the room, and we had the same conversation. And I'm not going to go into the full conversation, obviously, but I'll go into an extent. And they said the same thing. It's going to be difficult, because Ron DeSantis holds a strong threshold for the state of, and there's a strong for the former president Donald Trump in Florida, and it's going to be very hard. It's going to be like neck and neck, between the both of them. So I don't know, man. I really don't know who the primary winner is going to be between Trump or DeSantis.
He did say, Donald Trump did say, sanctimonious. He's already got a nickname. He's already got a nickname for DeSantis, bro.
Yeah, but you
bro.
You better remember something, Tommy. Like, he's doing this to hype his base up, man. You know damn well when he says these little goofs and these little nicknames and stuff like that, the crowd goes fucking nuts, man.
I know.
It really
I
does.
know. It's true. You're right, though. I wish I could market like him.
Yeah.
He's good at that. He's very.
I
He's
mean,
great.
I
He's,
was,
she's tremendous.
yeah, I was down in Miami.
Tremendous.
Yeah, tremendous. He's tremendous. But I was down in Miami. I was down in Miami for his Save America rally, like a few weeks ago. Oh God, almost a month ago now. God, the time is going by like quicksand. But yeah, I was down there, man, and I mean, he threw a crazy amount of crowd. I mean, it must have been like almost 33,000 people there. You know.
I mean, Joe Biden couldn't even fill up a gym while he was running for president. So I
And that's the
understand why you
problem
guys.
left.
Well,
I mean,
Joe Biden does the circles, right? Is he still doing the circle shit?
You mean going to CBS, CNN, MSNBC?
No, Tommy, the circles. They had fucking painted circles around like parking lot, and people had to stay in circles, like when we had to go through the the pandemic.
I didn't know. I don't know what
Yo,
Joe's
he
doing.
just called it the pandemic.
It is. It's a pandemic. We're not talking about COVID anymore, are we, Jamar? What are we talking about now?
No,
What's the
no,
media
we're not.
talking about? They're talking
no,
about the stupid
Michael,
fucking.
I hear you.
Yeah. I told you, guys.
Honestly, I will have to say, Jamar, the conservatives were right about it day one. They said as soon as we put the masks on, we'll never take them off. They were right. They said that.
Bingo.
It's hard to get rid of them, you know. Yeah, it's hard to get rid of them.
Hey, bingo. I mean, I've been saying this for fucking almost 3 years now. And folks, I'm a little savaged. I just don't say savage great on fucking paper and a bumper sticker. I'm truly savage. And I'll call out anybody that's full of shit. And these fucking Democrats are full of shit. Dr. Fauci, you got to put on a mask to save yourselves.
I know.
Oh, God, you put 3 on. Oh, don't worry, guys. If you put 3 on and it's 90-degree weather and you pass out, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, yeah, whatever. Crazy.
You know what's funny though?
One thing I do have to say, Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the only one that literally, with this rail worker shit, did not vote to pass it, to force them to work. Yeah. And let me tell you something. I'm going to say this real quick.
Josh Hawley. Josh Hawley.
Oh, Josh Hawley too. Okay, yeah. Well, me being a leftist, Bernie, a true leftist that I could never be. You should have been left the party. The fact that it shows that much on you have bent the knee a lot, but when it comes to actual workers, you have shown that you would not bend the knee, and I respect that. And I wish you just leave the party and make your own. You have the most popular thing. Make your own.
This is the same stuff that folks. I had Jamar on my show just this past week with Joseph, and we got into. I mean, I thought Joseph was going to rip Jamar a new asshole, but Joseph. Not Joseph. Well, Jamar, I got to give you credit, buddy. You stood your ground with Joseph because Joseph's a fucking pit bull. I'll give him that. But I mean, you guys had a fucking on-air warfare. Yeah, I mean, you really did.
Really, I didn't get to that part because I need to still keep listening. I listened to like the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
to be quick about that, it was just about me like trying to fight back on getting him to understand that it's not like a communist country Russia is, and there's a lot of intentions that the West say that they have, which they really don't. That's really what I was trying to explain, and I was giving my best argument against that because I don't want people to think that we got to buy all this fear-mongering shit that is just Russia or is just China, while our own government, as we see, especially when the Democrats are majority in office, they fuck us over. So that's really well tried. It's more elements than that, guys.
I mean, so I'm right there with you on that. I'm right there with you with Bernie Sanders as well, because you're right. You're right, 100% right, Jamar. Even though he asked, war protesters, who's paying you? It turns out Bernie Sanders does have a line. So thank God.
Right.
That means nothing. We're going to take just a second a break. We're going to be back with Michael Gardner and Saucelin T. Minson. We're going to have a roundtable discussion. But I wanted to finish out my Jamal Khashoggi point, which is a delusional dream. This is a New York Times, guys, video. It's a New York Times video that I want y'all to watch. It was an investigation that unfolded with Jamal Khashoggi so that y'all can understand all the points of this investigation, and that the Saudis did not even deny dismembering him and chopping him up in little pieces. They didn't deny it because they have immunity, and they have the President of the United States in their pocket.
There were 15 of them. Most arrived in the dead of night, laid their trap, and waited for the target to arrive. That target was Jamal Khashoggi, a prominent Saudi critic of his country's government and its young crown prince.
He is creating an environment of intimidation and fear. Saudis are being silenced.
Since his killing in Istanbul, Turkish media has released a steady drip feed of evidence implicating Saudi officials. Weeks of investigation by The Times builds on that evidence and reconstructs what unfolded hour by hour. Our timeline shows the ruthless efficiency of a hit team of experts that seemed specially chosen from Saudi government ministries. Some had links to the Crown Prince himself. After a series of shifting explanations, Saudi Arabia now denies that this brazen hit job was premeditated. But this reconstruction of the killing and the botched cover-up calls their story into serious question. It's Friday morning, September 28th. Khashoggi and his fiancée, Hatice Cengiz, are at the local marriage office in Istanbul. In order to marry, he's told that he needs Saudi paperwork and goes straight to the consulate to arrange it. They tell him to return in a week. It all seems routine, but it's not. Inside, there's a Saudi spy, Ahmad al-Muzaini, who's working under diplomatic cover. That very day, he flies off to Riyadh and helps concoct a plan to intercept Khashoggi when he returns to the consulate. Fast forward to Monday night into Tuesday morning. Saudi agents converge in Istanbul aboard separate flights. Muzaini, the spy, flies back from Riyadh. A commercial flight carries a three-man team that we believe flew from Cairo. Two of the men are security officers, and they've previously travelled with the Crown Prince. A private jet flying from Riyadh lands around 3:30 a.m. That plane is often used by the Saudi government. And it's carrying 9 Saudi officials, some who play key roles in Khashoggi's death. We'll get to Team 3 later on, and for now, focus on these men from Team 2. This is Salah al-Tubeji, a high-ranking forensics and autopsy expert in the Saudi Interior Ministry. Turkish officials will later say his role was to dismember Khashoggi's body. Another is Mustafa al-Madani, a 57-year-old engineer. As we'll see, it's no accident that he looks like Khashoggi. And this is Maher Mutreb, the leader of the operation. Our investigation into his past reveals a direct link between Mutreb and the Saudi Crown Prince. When bin Salman toured a Houston neighbourhood earlier this year, we discovered that Mutreb was with him, a glowering figure in the background. We found him again in Boston, at a UN meeting in New York, in Madrid, and Paris too. This global tour was all part of a charm offensive by the prince to paint himself as a moderate reformer. Back then, Mutreb was in the Royal Guard. Now he would orchestrate Khashoggi's killing. And his close ties to the Crown Prince beg the question, just how high up the Saudi chain of command did the plot to kill go? Early Tuesday morning, Khashoggi flies back from a weekend trip to London. He and the Saudis nearly cross paths at the airport. The Saudi teams check into 2 hotels, which give quick access to the consulate. Khashoggi heads home with his fiancée. He'd just bought an apartment for their new life together. By mid-morning, the Saudis are on the move. Mutreb leaves his hotel 3 hours before Khashoggi is due at the consulate. The rest of the team isn't far behind. The building is only a few minutes away on foot, and soon they're spotted at this entrance. Mutreb arrives first. Next, we see al-Tubeji, the autopsy expert, and al-Madani, the lookalike. The stage is almost set. A diplomatic car pulls out of the consulate driveway and switches places with a van, which backs in. Turkish officials say this van would eventually carry away Khashoggi's remains. From above, we can see the driveway is covered, hiding any activity around the van from public view. Meanwhile, Khashoggi and his fiancée set out for the consulate, walking hand in hand. In their final hour together, they chat about dinner plans and new furniture for their home. At 1:13 p.m, they arrive at the consulate. Khashoggi gives her his cell phones before he enters. He walks into the consulate. It's the last time we see him.
Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today? Tommy Nation Politics.
All right, my friends, we're at full power. Full power. So, Sauce, you there? Sauce, you there?
The amazing country of Turkey. I would like to talk about that Turkey.
We can talk about all this, guys, because it's the round table. Sauce. Saucelin.
What's up, Sauce? Long time no see. This is insane. We got two people on the left and two people on the right. Look at this.
This is called balance, bro.
Round table.
Guys, this is Tommy Nation Politics Roundtable. And my first question is, what the fuck is up with Biden supporting the Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, after pretending he was going to be a pariah? After pretending we weren't going to get oil from him? What the fuck? That's my first question is WTF?
Well, let me just say that this shows for a huge example. I remember when Sauce mentioned about OPEC, and I don't know if people remember that episode. I believe it was actually on my podcast where he talked about OPEC, and then he also talked about OPEC on yours as well too. Now, OPEC is a huge organization of a lot of countries involved that deal oil. Saudi Arabia is a part of that. Saudi Arabia literally made a deal with OPEC to cut barrels down, and that pissed Joe Biden off. Joe Biden was talking a lot of shit until that happened. When he realized that the barrels was getting short, he was like, oh shit, maybe I should keep my mouth shut about things. This shows the weakness of America. This shows how it's dying. The influence is dying, but people would act like it's not. But that's all I gotta say.
Sauce, you want to respond to that? You there? You want us to respond to that, bro? Sauce, what you guys? I mean, I hear some ghosts. Is this the ghost of Joe Biden's progressive spirit?
Uh-oh. Hey, Sauce, man, you there or what?
This always happens every time he's on, bro. Every time he's on, you get this is Okay, so Michael, you want to add anything to this? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm asking you, really. Like, you laid it out perfectly, Jamar. I don't understand what the fuck's up with this Mohammed bin Salman. Why are we allies with the Saudis?
Well, it's nothing new, Tommy. It's nothing new. I mean, this is the same shit that we've been seeing for years from this country, man. You know?
I hate it. I hate it a lot. It's like the utmost hypocrisy, bro. Not only hypocrisy, but principles and values, morals. Like, I thought, are we supposed to be a shiny beacon on a hill? Remember when Reagan talked about that? What the fuck, bro?
I wasn't born.
Yeah.
I was born.
Yeah, I know.
Shut the fuck up, Jamar.
Is Sauce here? I don't know. Hey, Tommy, is Sauce here? I can't hear him.
Yo.
Sauce, come to us.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Did you hear what about OPEC, Sauce?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Sauce. Come back to us.
Yeah, we can hear you. Where the hell broadcasting from, Sauce?
And remember, God loves
What's that?
Sauce, where the hell are you broadcasting from, man?
Sauce report. What?
Sauce report.
I'm actually on the road.
We got right wingers on the road, bro. Right wingers on the road. That's my next episode.
I don't know if I feel comfortable about that, but all right.
Well, Sauce knows I'm driving back from Savannah, Georgia, so yeah.
Sauce, we need you to say something fucking pertinent to this conversation.
You guys hear me okay?
Okay, that's not pertinent to this conversation.
While Sauce get it together, I do want to mention that I want to give a shout out to the great country of Turkey. That I'm not really a fan of this guy, Erdogan. I'm not a fan of him. I have a lot of problems with how things are going. Like, respect the Kurds, for God damn it, bro. But he literally
I think we lost
getting all the leverage. He's getting all the leverage out of it, and he had the video footage. He said it. He snitched them out. He snitched the Saudis out. Said, bro, they in our embassy right now. They chopping this guy up. He did a whole press conference on this. We should find that video. He literally snitched them out. So this guy had the best investigation. He knew what was going down.
I know where you can find that video at.
What? Where, Twitter? Probably.
No, you got to go to tiny URLs to find those videos. That's like dark web shit right there.
You can, if you go to the dark web, you can literally see his remains. It's gross.
It's grotesque. It's disgusting.
God,
it really is.
I stay away from that.
Hey guys, it's a little too savage for me. I tell you that.
I mean, it's too savage for me. But, okay, so like when I was on Michael's show, there was this comedy guy. He was fucking what was his name? Uncle Herpes. And
Uncle Herpes, yes.
I literally had to go, bro.
Yeah.
I had to go.
Yeah, Uncle Herpes scared Tommy Nation off my show. It was hilarious.
I was just like, I feel uncomfortable, and I'm continuous. I felt uncomfortable for like 10 minutes, and then I just had to leave. I was like, this is too much, bro. Like, why are we talking about herpes? 100 billion people in the world have it, and it's uncomfortable.
But also, so wait, oh my god. So also, my other concerns about this is that they are using all. See, here I am in my critique in the United States hat. They got all this information on what Saudi Arabia. We all know Saudi Arabia is awful. How like the kingdom only exists because of the United States.
You know what it is? Every time
we help.
Hey guys, every time I cross the damn county line, I lose service. I don't know why. It's weird.
Sauce, are you there?
Yes, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes. Now fucking say something about OPEC now.
Yeah, say something about OPEC.
Okay, how about fuck OPEC? Does that work?
Yes.
You need OPEC, bro.
Say
so
fuck
you can pay for
OPEC.
your gas.
Okay, well, actually, on the road, because I had a assembly meeting. I had a closed door meeting with a state of Wisconsin officials. So that's why I'm on the road, back to my house, or back to my... Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, Sauce.
Fine, yes, we can hear you okay, Sauce. Jesus
I know,
Christ.
right? Michael, I swear it's true. It's fucking true, bro. The 5,000th time, bro. Sauce, now tell us some fucking news, bro. Give us some fucking news. You're on the air, Sauce. Go.
Yes. Okay. So there's a lot of things happening.
There's a lot of things happening.
Wow. This is literally like CNN, bro.
In Wisconsin, Janelle Branton.
He spent a lot of time making sure that we're okay, and now his shit fucking up.
So you're giving Tommy Nation a lot of dead air.
I know, for real. Thank God.
Okay, well,
Where are you at, Sauce? A fucking alien ship or something? Jesus Christ, man.
no, I'm on the fucking road. I'm on
Damn.
the dumbass road.
Fucking road, nigga.
Sauce
What
getting
is this,
unfiltered.
dead nigga storage?
Watch out.
Is this dead nigga storage? Is that what this is?
Oh my god.
Quentin Tarantino. That was a Quentin Tarantino one.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino talking shit about Marvel actors. I didn't like that.
Sauce, we're listening. We're listening, Sauce.
Okay, I feel like this is totally unscripted.
It is. That's why we're live, bro.
Oh, I'm definitely unscripted.
Okay. What happened to Michael?
Sauce, if you don't fucking tell me what you're doing right now and your fucking news, I'm gonna fucking destroy you, bro. I'm gonna come on your Jesus Loves You show. I'm gonna fucking destroy you. So now you fucking get on. Tell me what you're doing, Sauce. Now.
I'm I'm literally on the road. On the road.
God.
There we go.
All right, but anyway, so Turkey has been getting a lot of gains for being a NATO ally, and they've been finessing the fact that apparently a lot of European countries want to now join them, and they're like, "Oh, so what kind of deals y'all want if y'all really want to join NATO?"
What the hell is Sauce doing?
Oh man,
I don't know. I have to turn this off because it's making people echo and shit.
yeah, it is. That's pretty bad.
Doc, whatever the hell
But yeah,
you're doing over there, it sounds disgusting.
long story short,
God, you're fucking interrupting Jamar. Go ahead, Jamar. Tell us the news, buddy.
well, I was just gonna say that I just find it very comical how Turkey is acting and getting gains while all this is going on.
Yeah, guys, I can give you Uncle Herpes if you want Uncle Herpes.
Oh God, he said Urkel Herb. Did he talk about what was mentioned earlier? Is that what he's mentioning?
Yeah, he's trying to fuck.
God,
Trying to fuck with you.
he's trolling.
All right. So anyway, Sauce. Now I can see your face. Sauce. Now I can see your face, and I think it's white. So anything else that you need to see here?
I think it's white.
This has turned into literally a fucking comedy convention.
Right? We're all supposed to be doing political commentary here, guys.
Tommy, I gotta get going, man. I gotta stop and get some gas, man. So
that's fine, man. I know you're right wingers on the road, so peace be with you, bro. And where can we find your book when it comes out?
Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, Target, anywhere you find a book.
You heard it from the man, guys. Remember to get savaged. It's on Spotify or wherever you can find podcasts. Michael, it was good. Always. We'll talk to you later. Sauce, we got one more right winger left. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this guy. Now, Sauce keeps on trying to call in, but he's not here.
Well, before he calls in, what do you think about this getting so much coverage, though? You know, well, actually, the first question was about Biden flip-flopping. Do you think that this is a show of weakness why he's flip-flopping? What do you think about this?
No, I think that it's perfectly by design. I think that the Democrats and Republicans are in tandem. They're one party. They've merged, bro. Merging the January 6th commission, that was the sign of two parties becoming one, and that's what I believe. If you can just dispute that, then I'd love to hear that, but that's just what my observation is. I mean,
they're like both bourgeois parties. They definitely are the same. They told the same line a lot, as much as they try not to. I agree with you.
They just pick different identity politics. They do different identity politics. Instead of blacks and gays, it's fucking it's middle class workers and coal miners. And instead of fucking like we're gonna cut taxes instead of we're gonna tax the rich. It's all just a little bit different, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, if the Democrats are not the left, can we all say that they are moderate, they are center right. They're not the left, but they use a lot of left ideas to gain a lot of popularity. Honestly, the last time I actually truly felt the Democratic Party could be the left was when I was not alive and when Kennedy was in office. But they killed that man.
Yeah.
Because
don't say that. That's conspiracy. That's conspiracy.
Oh yeah, I don't say.
Funny.
But I find it funny. After he died, they went full on war. Let's go.
You know what I find funny is that to this day on YouTube, you can't talk about Kennedy and you can't talk about COVID. To this day, even Jimmy Dore gets scared. He can't fucking say some things because YouTube's just going to yank his show off. We still can't tell the truth yet about certain things. And for some reason, people call that conspiracy. Everything these guys say is a lie. everything. It's just not even, it's not funny, bro. It's not funny. 2 years later, we find out the Hunter Biden thing wasn't Russian fucking hacking. These guys are liars, and why do we care anymore? Why do we even give a shit?
Well, what saddens me is that even though there's a lot of information that shows that all of this shit is inaccurate, the media has such a grip, and it's clever for them because they don't retract their statements; they just ignore it, and then they bring it up again, and a lot of people just don't really like look into it deep. And I get that they have a lot of shit going on. Workers, as you can see, I always rep the fucking workers. I always rep the workers. But there's a lot that they got going on. It's not a lot of people have the time to actually see if the Russian shit is debunked. So the fact that they know that they take advantage of it, and they use that to their agenda. You know, that's why we got the Tulsi Gabbers of the world and all this stuff now, because it wasn't just Trump that they used it on. I mean, they even used it on me, and I'm so mad that they did that shit and tried to get me fired at my job. Like
they did. They really did. This is why.
Yeah.
This is. I believe you, bro. They try to get me fired. That's the thing about these guys. Hey, Saucelin! I see you. He's wearing his white clothes. White people clothes. Sauce, you there?
Trying to get Sauce to load and it's like waiting for like a high level profile interview.
It's literally like, hey, Jamar, you know what it's like? It's like fucking playing a game on the DOS. Remember DOS system? Oh, you were probably weren't alive back then.
No, I wasn't alive back then.
We had computers. You had to play chess. You had to like log in and shit, and then you had to like set up /chess/
what
game. Yeah, you literally had to enter codes in just to play a game on your computer. It was really crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, bro.
By the way, you're only like 37 and you remember shit like that?
I'm 40, bro.
Oh, and, you hit the 40.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't hit the 40 yet. I hit the 40 yet. I hit the 40 next year, but I'm getting ready for it now.
Yeah,
so
you might as well accept it at this point.
I have to, otherwise I'll be depressed. So
right. That's how I felt when I turned 30. It's like, Jesus, I'm going to just accept this right now. At 29, I'm like, yep, I'm going to accept it. I'm going to be 30 soon. Fuck it.
Yeah. So, it was a bad, the 80s, bro, the 80s computers. I'll never forget Superman 3. Superman 3, there was this, they called it a supercomputer. Did you ever watch that movie, Superman 3, bro?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Do you remember the supercomputer? It was like 5 stories high. They were like that. It was hilarious, bro.
Oh, Sauce is asking, can we hear him? I don't see you, Sauce.
Okay, Sauce.
Sauce, we're almost going to the end of the show.
We got 2 minutes. Yeah, we got 2 minutes, Sauce. Sauce, is there anything you want to say besides can you hear me? Okay, so Sauce, next time you want to come on the show, get a landline and fucking get it. We got to stop. We got to stop the show, guys. I like to keep it under an hour for Instagram. Jamar, is there something you want to say that you haven't said or play us out?
I mean, it's self-explanatory, people. We didn't get to it fully, but it's fine because I got this time. Shout out to the union workers. Me as a union member for Local 443, solidarity. We are literally showing, and everyone that is fighting to get a union, everyone that's literally fighting in a union, we're showing that how important union power is and working power is, because that actually gives us a foot at the table, and these oligarchs don't really get to have that foot at the table when we unionize. So, shout out to the rail workers, and I hope they give the Democrats hell. Give the Democrats hell.
You want to say something before we go?
Yes. Okay. First of all, I agree with the railroad workers. We need to support and we need to give them fair wages and we need to give them fair and equal treatment, just like we do to everything else. And we need to pay for sick leave and pregnancy leave, and we need to make it at least 3 months for pregnancy leave after having the baby. And I would like to apologize for all the hiccups and stuff. I was on the road because I was coming in from Madison and I was on the road. So I'd like to apologize. That was not my best work.
It's cool, bro. It's fine. It's not your. It's fine. We're over an hour now, and so I'm gonna have to edit this shit. So, but it's literally fine. Is there anything you want to say that you want to like? You wanted to come on the show, so is there anything you want to say talk about?
Yes. So one thing that I think is important that we should bring up is it's going to be interesting because I think Warnock is going to win the Georgia Senate seat. I think he's going to win easily, and I think it's going to be a 51-49 majority. I think that the Democrats now have to work on together bringing equal, affordable health care for everyone, and that they have to somehow be more open to allowing kind of bring in everyone that's already came in from the southern border amnesty, so free citizenship. That's people that are already here, instead of just making them in limbo and just start fresh with immigration by giving everyone free amnesty.
Whoa. Okay, Michael's not gonna agree with that shit.
No, I know he's not.
Yeah, we need a part 2 just off of that.
Okay, so guys, this was Tommy Nation Politics. Be free thinking, innovative, and open minded. I'm glad Sauce made it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sauce, and thank you so much, Michael Savage from Savage Unfiltered. Savage Unfiltered says Warlock, LOL. And we're gonna be free thinking, innovative, and open minded, guys. Y'all see you next Tuesday for sure.